Hey guys, and welcome back. Some things have changed. And actually, you're about to see why they've changed. So right off the bat, we're going straight into some terrain work. I find that for some reason, when I'm doing terrain, I work the best when I'm just completely 100% focused in on what I am doing. So here is a short clip of me just quickly going in and doing a bunch of terrain work and kind of expanding the edges around the house. Because eventually, this is going to be a big forest area. Don't know if, I think I said this in the last episode, but this whole area is going to be a big forest that you can walk through and that leads up to the house, and there's going to be maybe a few other buildings around the place. I don't know. We'll have to see. I decided to keep in a bunch of the audio because I think the sounds of the sped up block placing is very fun and very good. I started working on where I want the water to go up the hill, because apparently water is going up the hill and not down the hill. They have strange gravity or something. Something's afoot. Ignoring what I just said, we're just gonna move on. And I was building even more things. Who would have guessed that? I continue building, extending out the land elsewhere, going down the supposed hill that doesn't exist yet. And this is where I'm going to have a little pathway leading up to the main house. It doesn't exist yet, but you just have to imagine in your brain where everything else is going to go. There's going to be the river going down, not really a river, the creek side going down, and then the hillside is also going down, because that's what hillsides do. So yeah, that's basically what I did, and we're going to be moving on back to the house, back to actually building it, right about now. We're just gonna keep working away at this area, chipping away at it. Hopefully we make something fun. I'm just kind of doing this. So, gonna get back to work, because it's time to come clean. I didn't actually finish the back of the house. We're gonna do that right now instead. So over here we're gonna extend this little wraparound area of the porch. It's just gonna connect up to this thingy here. Maybe have a staircase down here, kind of thing. We're probably gonna have to move this tree out a bit because I don't know if it's gonna go here. It's a little bit in the way. Maybe like here instead, kind of thing. Moving on to this level, just gonna be basically preparing where we want a lot of the structure to go. This thing's gonna have to come out a little bit, and I might actually wrap around this little, thingy, part of the roof. If I can somehow figure out how to do that. Okay. I have a little bit of an extra area to the roof. Maybe, put those there. Get some windows in, make it a little bit nice. Because again, this one spot has to stick out further due to the door. It's going to be a little bit strange on the outside, but it's not the end of the world. There we go. And on the outside, we can, add some stuff to make it a bit nicer, And we continue the railway down this way. Not railway, railing. I like how I said the backside, and yet we've done nothing on the backside. Okay, actually getting to the backside this time. So when I'm thinking of kind of what I want to do for an area, I might be thinking, we might want a window here. So I'm going to put a window there. And then I realized that the cross beams for the majority of the house is on a strange level. So, oops. This one's gonna have to go down here. I think I want a little bit of a doorway, It's not really a good back garden, but you might want to go out here once in a while. Or at least we could have a little platform to, I don't know, go on, do some things on. Just a little platform. And then this thing connects up here, this thing connects up here. Have a doorway into the kitchen, and probably one into here as well. Yeah. Okay, up here we're gonna have some stairs. Over here we're gonna have some stairs. No, that's not a stair. Just gonna keep bringing common themes around. Like that. And then we're just gonna do this guy. And we're gonna get ourselves a door. Acacia. No, not acacia. Jungle. Oh, except I forgot we were gonna have a whole extension to the building here. So none of this actually matters. Oops. And this is why you check things before you do them. This part I was gonna have a bit like more natural, I guess. We're gonna have some stone and mud and add it over here. We're just gonna lay it out and we'll come back to this time actually knowing what we're gonna do. Instead of doing bushes there, we're gonna do bushes over here. Yeah, that's gonna be easier. That we don't have the kitchen here to really make it make sense. It's okay. I don't know. Just putting some bushes on it. Hopefully it adds something. And down here, let's add some actual more naturey stuff, like some ferns, some azaleas, that kind of stuff, some grass. Make it look a little bit nicer. Oh, we gotta have some flowers. I find a lot of the detail work is what makes it 20 times better. Actually, a million times better. Because look at it. Already so much better than it was. Then finally, you know, continuing this sort of area, we're gonna add some stairs in. And some glass panes. Going up like that. This one's gonna be a little bit different because we're gonna have a door here. Kind of going in like that. Bit of a narrow area of the kitchen, but it's fine. Then going up a level, we're gonna want to start getting into the roof, and we're gonna use some of the prismarine again. We just add a log layer that neatly separates it, and then from up here, we just add the prismarine where we want it to be. Extends out over the water. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just coming up with a basic shape right now, and I don't know if I like it, so... Whoops. I don't know, maybe something like this? Have it be... like that? Could be kind of fun. So that's where the house is gonna go. This main wall is going to go right along there, and then this one's going to go right along here. And here we kind of have an area where nothing's really happening. So I'm kind of thinking we have a little bit of a separation here and have another balcony on this side. And once more, we put some nice railings on this area of the balcony. So we got an upper level above the kitchen to look out. I think that looks nice. And then that goes into the dining room. And we have the little shed right there. We'll just quickly put in the color of the walls. And then decide everything else when we do. Okay. So in this little quick part, I started building up the area of the shed of the house. Because I felt like it, I guess. I don't know why at that particular moment I decided to build the shed and drop everything else. But I did. And so here it is. And I was really thinking that this part of the house could actually have the dark part of the roof. I don't know if what I just said just made sense, but you know, we're just gonna go with it. Have it coming out like that. Now this roof is a bit unfortunate because it's too wide, but whatever. And up here, since we're having the pinks and everything like that up here, I'm not entirely sure what colors I want in that roof area. Kind of like that. And then maybe it goes down to the magenta terracotta at the base. Maybe something like this, just for the time being. Then this layer is gonna have to have windows like that. And some windows like that. Oh, and we need to make sure that the chimney from down here has room to go up to the roof. That is important to remember. Pretty simple area. Got a nice roof. Looking okay. And then we gotta figure out the stairs can be double wide because of this. But on the second layer, it becomes a little bit more of a problem. We know the floor is going to be at this level. So maybe we can instead have this guy turn in the corner. Okay, most of the exterior is really coming along. We just have to finish up a few things right now. Okay, in this little section here, it's a little bit at the ground floor and we can extend the wall out. Like so. And over here, I was thinking we add a little balcony. Kind of as an extension of this one. Up here, we got some stairs. And a little thing like that. Then on this side, we need to be extending this out with the roof. And be putting the roof on like this. And then we're just gonna quickly look at the other side and do a very similar pattern. So the funny thing that happened was that I went and accidentally didn't record this. Yeah. But I will do a very accurate recreation of me building the house. Yeah, okay. I'm happy that was a good recreation. Okay. So I went and added a bunch of leaves to this side of the house. Made it go up the building. It spread around everywhere. I added some windows here. Finished up this balcony. And I think that's what I did. Yep. I think that's all I did. Added to it like that. And most of the exterior is really coming together. We just have a few extra little spots here and there. Maybe like here it's a bit lacking. But honestly, for the most part, we're going to start going on the inside. We're going to need a color palette for the inside. And it's probably going to be similar to the outside. The chimney is going to come down here. Going to be made out of this mud. And slowly we got to start filling in the walls. We're going to start with some baseboards like this around the bottom and then going upwards. We could do concrete, but I think that's way too bright. We'll see. Yep, way too bright. So we're going to go back to these kinds of terracotta colors because I like the mutedness of them. Just add a little bit so that we have some room divisions. So we have the entryway, going into a dining room, going into a shed, going into the kitchen over here, and then going into a living room and then a sunroom. So I'm thinking we're going to start on the entryway and add a nice roof around the top so that it feels a little bit nicer and not as open and dark and terrifying and not fun and awful and every bad other word I can think of. Going up here, we're going to have where the stairs go up and then have a central beam going across like that, holding up the stairs. We're also going to have some trapdoors to hide away some of the lighting that we're going to put in the roof. We're going to instead move that beam over here to the left and put the light kind of like this in the center because I think this is looking better than what we had before. Put a little trapdoor on top and then in the corner, I'm not entirely sure, but we could do something, I don't know. Not sure right now, but maybe something like that isn't too bad. Yeah. And then here, I don't know what goes here. A pillar? Could be. Could have a pillar there. Don't know. Then down through here, maybe we have a similar sort of design. Because I think that is looking okay. just gives us a simple roof design. Put some little supports here and there, like so. And then we have the entrances to some of the other areas of the house. So coming through here, we're gonna have a little archway, I'm thinking. Going into this room, we're gonna have something like this, maybe? I don't know. Maybe we make it a little bit narrower. And we do something like this. And then something like this. Nope. I think what's getting me is the roof needs to be like that. Maybe something like that. And then for this one, we have something similar. Maybe sort of thing, I don't know. Maybe some fences that could fix something, I don't know. That was looking like an abandoned mineshaft. I think this one needed this extra bit of wall. That, honestly, just having it like that is okay for now. Just a little entryway. And we can add some carpet. Not a career pit. Purples and pinks could look nice. Just put some lights in the floor. Just make sure everything's... We'll just have a purple carpet in the ground. A little shaggy rug. And then we can have a nice pot by the front of the house. With... I don't know if I want that one, but we could have something like that. So you're coming home from a long day of work, you walk in and you're like, wow, so comforting, so peaceful. I'm going to go to the dining room table and sit down. Then you would come in here and you would realize that there's a giant hole in the wall. Probably don't want a giant hole in the wall, so we're gonna have to fill that in. And then you probably also want to have a door going into here, so you have a door like that. I don't know. We're figuring out how this room is going to look. Right now we have this sort of pattern. We'll have another thing along this side. Have these guys in the corners. Get some more of that glowstone for the center. 3 in the center. Go like this. And we have some nice ceiling lights. For this dining room. Okay. For this room, we'll pull this thing down, and then this corner is a little bit awkward because we're going to need to put the kitchen door over here, and it's a bit of an odd angle, but, you know. We can put it just like this. Get a door for the kitchen. I don't know, maybe one of these doors. The spruce door might be nice. Little door to the kitchen, and then little... Yeah. In the corner, it's okay. Now, the living room is going to have, of course, a chimney, a fireplace. Not a chimney when it's in the house, is it? Okay, we get some mud bricks. Going to get a patented traditional fireplace like so. We're gonna get a campfire and a trapdoor to protect ourselves. There we go. Got a nice little painting. Now the ceiling in this room is going to be a lot bigger and a lot more complicated. So I'm gonna have to come up with a better design than what we have for these rooms. Trapdoors, get some of these. Get a nice ceiling. And then going into this kitchen over here, we can have a wall. Kinda like so. Probably gonna have a little door going into that. And then into the sunroom, we're just gonna have a passage down like this. In this little living room, we're gonna add some seating. So let's look up some stairs. We could have any color seating we want. Could have some bamboo mosaic. The beauty of that. Or we could have some nice pink couches, you know. Have it be beautiful or something. I'm gonna try out a few colors. See which ones I like. That one's okay. That one's hideous. And this one blends in a little too much. We'll go with the mangrove. Okay, mangrove. Get rid of the others. Oops, I got rid of the mangrove. No. So, we want to have some couches. What would the couch layout be? That's the question. I'm thinking have some bookshelves in this corner. Something like that's okay. And then from there we want to have a couch facing the fireplace or near the fireplace. So maybe something like this. I mean, it's not the worst thing in the world. L-shaped couch, nope. Might just have it in front of the window. I was trying to avoid that, but... Okay, we'll have a chair over here by the fireplace. We'll have the couch kind of going like this. Maybe another chair here. And then have little carpet in the center. And this room might do a little bit of a blue carpet because it's a bit darker in here. Just figuring out how I want to lay out the space. Some shelves up here, maybe? I don't know. It's a bit in the way. But adding them. Let's add another pot here. Just adding anything at this point to fill up the space. Some candles might be nice. Get some candles. And just put some plants. Plants are real nice. Maybe not that one. Put some plants. There we go. It's good enough. And then we're going to want some curtains. So we're going to get some banners. And some dye. And we're going to get a loom. And because a loom could be a nice decoration block, we're just going to place it in here too. Yeah. Here we go. Nice little banner. Curtains for the room. We got some nice curtains for the living room. Maybe we'll put this guy in this corner. Yeah. Put some candles on it. We didn't get to as much of the interior today as I would have liked, but we can always come back in the next episode and do some more because, you know, we're working away at this. It's gonna take some time. And so that's kind of it for now. I will see you guys in the next episode. Bye.